And we are back. Surprising Ruben at how quickly.
Shocking.
So, we left off with you eating tapas.
Tapas.
Riveting.
I do what I can, man.
Best roleplay of the game.
Tapas. Would you like to explain what tapas is to Taylor?
No.
Okay.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
See, that which is achieved too lightly is esteemed.
Too little?
Yeah, so,
TAPAS.
So here's the thing. We're dealing with Evil Corp. Right now, I'm actually way more interested in why they're dealing with ancient statues that have operating systems. But that's a tomorrow problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now you just need to have tapas.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you feel like we should do something about the child trafficking? Or is that a yesterday problem?
I don't know if there's much we can do about that, honestly.
Well, that's...
Do I want to do something about it? Yes. But I think we have a world to not allow to go bad on this.
Oh, yeah,
Worse.
that. No, that's my problem is we can put out fires all day, but I mean, technically we are trying to stop the end of the world. Which I grant, dicking with the statue is going to be next to
that's
nothing.
a later problem.
That's a sooner problem. I mean, dude, we're down to 5 months and change.
Yeah, I know.
So, no, it's not really a later problem. Here's my question. Are we actually going to accomplish any of this working for evil, or do you think this is a dry well? Also, do you think there's anything we'll actually do by, searching after these solutions?
I mean, the closest we got was that golem, best way to put it,
that has nothing
to anything.
That has nothing to do with nothing. It's just
at
interesting.
This point, I'm not seeing us having anything here we can pull.
Well, okay.
They apparently don't care that the world's...
Well, no, I don't think that's even on their radar. And honestly, they're doing nothing to make it better. But
they're not
also
going to notice it until it's on their doorstep.
Well, no, the problem honestly is more to the point that they probably don't even know that stuff's going that bad to worry about, a potentially sentient comet. Which is interesting.
Well,
but
devil's advocate here. You're making a lot of assumptions without being in the inner circle.
Man, your best bet to get to that inner circle is talking to that doctor.
No. First thing, let's just spread this whole idea out. We didn't know there was an inner circle. Therefore, everything past that point is meaningless. So, since we don't know of the existence of an inner circle, the most we can do is try to, haxer our way through the databases in Evil Inc., find out what their actual agenda is, and then go on our merry way.
Sounds like a you situation.
And even I'm not that interested in that. I don't think it has anything to do with...
And, I mean, our best bet is maybe to pull if they have... They're obviously looking into things like what we're trying to deal with.
Are they? Or are they just dicking with Herr Dachgeist?
They're doing that. I don't think I should stop them doing that because that's slightly entertaining.
No, that's fair.
He does get kind of annoying. But they may have some kind of an archive of information that they don't know means anything to what we're dealing with.
That's an interesting thing.
Because, I mean, they don't know what that golem rock
Well,
was.
no. You're stumbling into an interesting, bigger thing. See, the logic here is that we do the work for the people that are trying to do the work for us, for them.
Huh.
I knew you'd like that. So, here's my thought. Here's my thought. Our best bet right now is to actually, play our corporation games. And then just bail out the window when we get bored of it.
Fair.
The better thing is to do some necessary damage, bail out the window when the time comes, and see if somebody else can come up with a bigger, better, badder algorithm to tell us what we find. Because right now, I'm not finding crap. I mean, the statue's interesting, but literally, it's a statue. It is probably... okay. Let me qualify this. I don't think it is the frozen form of an angelic being that could actually reverse the horrors that have been done to, modern times. I can't say that it isn't. I'm just going to say it's probably unlikely.
I mean, that would save a whole lot of time.
Well, maybe. But yeah, no, I don't have a direction, I don't have a solution, and I don't think this is going to help us, because there's a lot of things that will just end up distracting us. The more you dive into the cesspit that is, everyday living, the more you're going to be caught up in the cesspit of everyday living.
Fair.
What?
I'm just watching you guys
Squirm?
I'm not squirming. I'm just tired of...
plot your own roads.
Kind of have to at this point.
Nothing new, really.
I mean, I'm learning I hate this company more and more.
Oh, I've hated it from the beginning.
Not to mention the fact that I've hated it since we figured out what its acronym of its name is.
All right. So right now, right now I don't actually have a good, direction for you. I don't have a good direction for Cole. I'm really interested in the, statue crap, but I think I'm going to get, bored of that soon enough, and then we can, go back to flailing around in the dark like we've been doing. And causing maybe imminent destruction by being pawns of, an eldritch ancient deity that may or may not be a comet.
Who knows?
No, I'm pretty sure it actually is a comet. So, anyway. Unless you have, further input, I think it's, business as usual till something blows up.
That was just the weirdest thing I had to deal with. Not to mention the fact that they made it so that the cop's death really wasn't that a big deal. But you see still like a split lip and stuff like that.
I'm just waiting for the, inevitable return. I meant the first cop that I killed, not the subsequent 8.
Yeah, they were suckers.
Yeah, they just
Had it coming.
It's just how it happens.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Derek's, getting out his, rap albums from the late 80s, mid 90s.
Oof.
All right. Yeah, let's, I'll get back in touch with, don't do that.
No, I rattled off a very quiet line from one specific.
Evening comes, morning follows, a new day. I'll follow up with Dr. Clark.
Okay. You expected him to go home to his own apartment. You find him sleeping on the couch.
Of course. His work means more than his home life.
Do you have home life?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm just going to go home and drink till I'm stupid and fall asleep.
No, we're talking about the game.
I don't even do that in real life.
Saw that coming.
Yeah, that was just lofted in the air. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I'll follow up with Dr. Clark. Give him a rundown, precise rundown of things, but basically, do it in a way that it doesn't sound like I used my head bones to tap into the statue's head bones.
Okay.
A little bit of obfuscation in the report.
You get a response.
But I also want to, examine the statue again.
Okay, you get a response that they have checked with the telemetry of the statue during the and matched it up with the video of the room and have found that certain peculiarities, and they are ready to run some new tests that will be commencing today.
Okay.
Oh, like the blood?
More
And-
of my interface, but
Would so yeah, that's where
Okay.
they're at.
yeah, I'll go ahead, check the trouble tickets, set a bot to resolving them, and then go off to my off to the test chamber.
Okay. Yeah, they seem to have moved the statue to a different chamber. This
Okay.
one with a interesting setup. So it's locked in, and
Yeah, I know. That's why I was trying to reboot it.
no, the chamber it is in has a because of the sensitive nature of the supposed tests. They actually have like a ridiculously heavy door
Yeah.
that when it is powered up, it activates a magnet that repels the door and
Wait.
allows them to.
A huge magnetic field.
Shut up. It allows them to open the door. When it's unpowered, the door ain't going anywhere.
Oh, they did this with magnets. Could have done this with hydraulics or air. But okay.
Anyway, they inform you that they got their this technology from one of their business partners. ILM.
Magnets. How do they work?
Right. Yeah, they got that from Industrial Light and Magnets.
Yeah, no, specifically.
They're hilarious.
And yeah, the Clark seems. Dr. Clark is in the control room. And up on several monitors, you see at one point there are seems to be a corral of sorts,
Okay.
and he indicates go for experiment 1,
Okay.
in which several live pigs in the corral are.
Wow. I love the fact that this guy draws all the wrong conclusions from the data. He is the best.
He said that there was a significant increase in the telemetry when you were seen to have added blood to the statue. So, in lieu of human blood, we're going to try pig's blood first. After the pigs have exsanguinated, they basically turn on sprinklers, which douse the room with
I love that this guy's never watched Carrie.
blood.
Or seen the first Blade movie.
Yeah, no, I do love the fact.
So what are we doing here? Sprinklers.
No, this guy drew all the wrong conclusions, and it's amazing.
When he doesn't read any responses, he flips another switch, and the room is doused with anticoagulants and water.
I'm loving the fact that this is like test number 1, because I honestly figured he'd start out with like sparrows and mice and, just start going his way up through the animal kingdom till, gets up to elephants, and he's like, they laughed at Edison, but who's laughing now? Like,
Okay. He asks if you have any input.
yeah, I'd like to just go down there and take a look at the statue.
Okay. Flip switch.
Okay, leave the door open. Leave it open.
Are you sure?
Yes. Leave it open.
Okay.
Thanks.
Flip the switch. Shuts the door. Just kidding. Jesus. Look at me like that.
Don't make me cyberkinesis my way out of this.
It's analog.
I swear, I should just carry around a sonic screwdriver and use it for everything.
You would.
I really would.
You would.
I
You
really
currently do with the powers you have.
Yeah, but I don't have a sonic screwdriver in hand.
You might as well just have one.
I've got a cell phone.
He doesn't have a Sonic.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody
we'll
knows.
make a stop.
You just
at some
need
kind of
a
store.
Sonic.
What are you going to do? Assemble a cabinet at them? Alright. Yeah, I'll walk up to the thing, do a base scan with the cyberkinesis, see if it's putting off any vibe.
Oh yes. Pretty similar to how you left it.
Okay. How's the code library doing? Is it rebuilding its database?
Yeah, it is currently inert. Similar to where you left it.
I thought I'd left it with because it was supposed to be rebuilding its,
Yeah, it was at the time.
Oh, so it's not doing that.
It has
now?
not progressed since.
Okay, then let me go ahead and kind of push on that.
No real effect.
Alright, what has happened? Does it seriously need blood just to have it, do stuff? Because it was doing stuff before I bled on it, I thought.
It was running the basic background processes.
Right.
It is currently doing that, but they're not rebuilding anything. It only started rebuilding stuff when blood was added.
Okay. Yeah.
Dr. Clark does state that they have
Human test subjects on hand, if you should need.
we have an agreement with several correctional facilities.
No, why don't we just take a bag of, blood product?
Oh, we have that too.
Yep. Just bring me a bag. Let me see what it does. Let me see if there's anything that I can tweak with it.
A hatch opens. There's a garden sprayer in it. What? It was on the list. This is actually the next phase. If
Alright.
collected blood doesn't work, that was what the correctional institution was for.
Okay. Can you give me a nozzle on this so it's not just full spray? It's a gentle mist.
It's a backpack with a pump and
God, I hate this guy so much.
Do you need one of the assistants to?
He is the worst mad scientist.
Oh no, trust me.
He's not even competent.
Yeah, send down your local version of Corky the gardener, and
You get a phone call.
Hello?
you need it on floor 18.
Okay. Click.
He walks into the hospital. Oh, we need to drain blood from you.
Oh.
Oh. Also, once they've drained like 2 pints from you, come down with that blood and we'll spray it.
I show up. I need cookies or something.
Check the database. Is he cleared for cookies?
No.
No.
Only oatmeal raisin.
Gross.
Excellent. Kimiko looks disgusted. She has a strict no cookies policy. IT joke. Lol.
I laughed because it was that.
Yes,
dumb.
we all know that it was an IT joke.
Ah.
Okay.
But I need to add my hashtag.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah. So, okay. What I'm going to need you to do is aim roughly this area, and I'm going to need you a slight mist when I say so.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, it has to be fresh blood. That sucks.
Okay.
I'll keep pumping. Otherwise, it's just going to go away. Anyway, yeah, I'll check the thing.
As he's spraying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Clark says that there seems to be some activity.
I'm checking to see if it's going back to rebuilding.
It is.
Okay. That's enough.
It stops.
All right. So the blood product we've got. What's our volume?
Well, we can divert from the blood bank.
All right. Then put this in a tub of blood and just keep it circulating.
The statue?
No.
Okay.
No, Derek.
Well, if you would return the pump to the cabinet
Sure.
and exit the room.
Yeah, I'll
I
go back up too.
Open the nozzle, just let it drain out.
No, we're using that. We're using that. Do not waste blood.
A
I put doo-doo.
plexiglass containment comes up around the statue.
And suddenly it's a Mapplethorpe exhibition.
Oh, hey, look. It's super deep red wine.
Yeah, and its blood starts filling up the chamber from below.
This is the most inefficient.
At a certain point, it stops rising.
I know, because it's sucking the blood right into it. And, yeah, basically, this is going to be great when the vampire pops out of the statue and, devours evil ink. And it'll be like, my work here is done.
Cool. Chaos.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go back once it stops. Rising. I'll go back in and see what it's doing.
You mean after it drains it all and?
No, I'm assuming they're continuing to pump blood in.
Okay. Yeah.
pump blood in until, you know.
It fills it.
No, it won't ever fill it because it's draining that fast. I'm just waiting to see what the, you know, end result of the OS is.
He brings in a stool for you to get, so you can get over the plexiglass.
Okay. Thanks.
Why don't you roll? Give me a roll for your cyberkinesis.
All right.
Back to the mini strokes.
Difficulty? Ouch!
I see a 10 and a 1 and another 1.
I succeeded.
Yeah, it is kind of. Not quite overwhelming.
Okay. Oh, this is what it needed.
Because the amount of data flowing in isn't having the effect you were expecting of rebuilding the repository and the OS. Because after a bit, the autonomic functions seem to be disassembled and drained, like how I say it was going into the core of it, into the void that seemed to be disconnected from the exterior autonomic OS.
So this is basically it's writing to a null folder.
Except the null folder is... Well, yeah, basically. It's writing to something that isn't... After it seems to get closer to the end of the cycle, you hear loud cracking. You're right there.
I was told to leave.
No, you're told to leave the room. You're probably
You
in
brought the stool
observation.
in.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the statue's stone edifice is splintering.
To reveal just the metal.
So
Or
at that point, I just go over to Kimiko
cracking
and
it.
pick her up and move her away.
Yeah, that's quite jarring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's opening.
okay.
I figured it best not have you right there in case it decides to
The
explode open.
stone kind of sloughs off, and you see kind of the remnants of the metallic framework that was there.
Right.
And
My blood undone.
I'm actually waiting for it to grow in flesh from the blood. Because that's the thing is
That'd be
the
trippy.
No, probably what happened is, you know, if it was petrified, this is the old flesh being replaced with new flesh. Then we're doing like a cyberpunk motif. It's gonna be awesome.
Incoming mage game.
Soul of the new machine, man.
weird.
Hey, man.
Now, after a while, the metal framework seems to bubble,
Okay.
and
It asks for a phase plasma rifle in the 40-watt range.
no, it folds in on itself and reforms as what seem to be chains.
Huh.
And then a ridiculously pale man stands up in the center of the draining blood pool.
Oh, hey.
sideways of the metal thing? The metal framework? Or did it fold in on itself and become a dude?
It became his restraints.
It actually kind of took before it sinking into the blood, it took on a roughly humanoid shape.
I thought it was already roughly humanoid.
Well, more so. Like, kind of skeletal in nature rather than framework.
Okay, so it went full Terminator.
More or less.
Okay. All right. This is now somebody else's problem. Walk very casually back to the door. Let Dr. Clark know he can close it up now if he wants.
He seems to be kind of taken aback.
Okay, I'll walk up, hit the button, and close the door.
Okay.
I'll look at him.
The pale naked guy
You did want results, right?
kind of tries to get over the plexiglass partition.
I love the idea that this guy is, absolute.
We just hear cross plexiglass.
No, this is the great part. This is actually the greatest part of the whole damn movie of, the Kimiko and Derek comedy adventures. Kimiko just turns to Derek. Oh, shit. A mime.
Derek's reaction is,
That does not entertain me.
You'd have to be French.
obviously I'm not.
Ooh, that's racist. So anyway, I'm gonna browse the evil. Wait a minute. This has been their plan all along.
That's Edison Vickers.
Yeah, that's. Oh no! You're telling me that evil.com is engaged in clown research?
Yeah, beat him. Just beat the shit out of him. Beat the ever-living shit out of him.
See, that's the problem.
No, Derek.
See,
He doesn't float down there.
See, that's the problem. Cleveland is just too close to Detroit. We only have one way out of this, Derek. Did you remember to bring the Faygo?
Can I kill him?
I'm glad you're doing this now and not when Rob's here. Because it wouldn't stop.
You're not wrong.
Because at this point in the night, he's had enough to be happy-go-lucky Rob.
Hey,
Whoop whoop.
Derek, do you know how to kill him?
Gotta shoot him in the nose.
I hate you.
You done?
No.
Getting done?
Getting close.
Get it out of your system. Get it out of your system. I'll wait here.
Wicked clown.
We're done.
We're done. Just shut it down.
We're done for today. That's enough.
This guy has white hair, by the way, not red.
Huh.
But does it go up like this?
No.
I'm gonna check his nose for parasites. No, I know.
Did you have to pick up after Rob?
No, see, I know that this guy isn't that type of clown. He is just a mime.
It's just a man in the box.
I'm just a juggalo and everywhere I go.
Keep it up!
Alright, so anyway, door's locked. Dr. Clark is spellbound.
We're gonna die in here because of your jokes. That or more Cinnabar! I forget he's this fucking...
Yeah, no, that would have been the great thing, is if we actually had a supply of Cinnabar, we could have poured into that and then watch it all go wrong. Dr. Clark, I'm going to need a expert in ancient languages for wherever the goddamn hell you found this statue.
He doesn't know.
The Sentinel Islands?
Oh, great.
Isn't it older than that, though?
Yeah.
You did do radiocarbon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to be looking at, let's see, Sentinels off of India? No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to need ancient Indo-derived languages. Do you have someone on speed dial? Is that a contingency that you've planned for?
I'll
Okay.
send it up the
Okay.
ladder.
Should probably make it urgent.
Yeah, but the guy in the
Also,
room
that needs a lid.
is
This is my favorite thing. We're having this deep discussion here in amongst the clown jokes. Having this deep discussion, and the monitor for the room, all we can hear is...
That's what I was saying earlier. He's trying to climb out. And at one point he starts to realize it makes noise and goes... For no reason.
No reason. Does it one really slow?
yeah.
And then the door unlocks.
Relock.
Until it seems to, or he seems to launch a chain out of his palm into the ceiling.
Oh my god, it's Scorpion.
No, it's Bionic Warrior.
And pull himself up.
Yeah?
And then drops himself onto the floor. And seems to be rather unsteady.
I'm gonna switch off the blood flow.
Okay.
You got turrets in this room?
No.
It's very...
Flamethrowers?
No, it's Derek, it's very impolite to ask about someone's disabilities.
We got gas.
I don't think...
All of it. Now.
Well, that literally was just because he'd had, cauliflower for lunch.
He flips a switch. Aperture opens. The sound of gas hissing. The guy looks up at it. Wrinkles his nose.
Derek, metal skeleton, regenerates from blood, probably not a thing. Flip the speaker. Hi.
Speaks a language you don't know.
Hold up my phone. Does it recognize it?
No. It has no historical record.
Excellent.
Of course. Nothing's ever going to be that easy.
Dude, we don't know how most dead languages are spoken.
He leaves bloody footprints as he walks up towards the one-way mirror.
Yeah, so here's the thing. We need to work on a common, is there a touch screen or something we can just kind of put in there? Like a big screen, small screen, something? Screen,
I don't really have... That's not the purpose of that room.
Oh my god, okay.
This room is not well prepared.
Get one of the monitors, plug it into something, push it up against, Okay, let's start simply. Show a picture of a bird. Bird. What's he saying?
Hooked on phonics.
You gotta base a language somewhere. No response? Tree. Tree. And just go through basic concepts. Water, ocean, sun.
He suddenly becomes very interested in the room he's in.
Oh my god. Yeah, the sooner we get that linguist going, Dr. Clark, the better. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just go through the Microsoft clip art library and just
he starts in blood drawing on the
wall.
Addison figures.
Yeah, he walks out the door. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get a snapshot of what he's writing.
Okay, it's pictograms.
Yeah, let's go ahead and sort these through the linguistic database. Is there something?
The closest you can tell is... Let's see if I can get this right. Come on. Not that. Come on. No.
Yeah, I'll start sorting through and get.
The closest you can get to is Nahuatl.
Nahuatl. That's not what I was expecting. Yeah, we are thousands upon thousands of miles away from where. All right, then let's go through.
In more specific, it
I hadn't seen that before.
That's an old one.
actually looks. Well, it's kind of between Nahuatl and Mayan.
Yeah, I was gonna say with a little Peruvian edge to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm picking up what this is putting down. Okay, let's go through and start. Basically programming in a rough, guide of. Basic telegraphic, Central American pictographs and see if he responds to that.
He seems to look at it and seemed rather confused. It looks like he has a rather frustrated look on his face. I mean, this guy's stark naked.
Well, yeah.
And he holds his hand up, and the chains kind of pull through his skin,
Okay.
leaving, ragged, bloody.
Yeah, which he will regenerate later. Now I get that.
And the chains seem to bubble and reform in his hand. Until it looks roughly like a bowl.
Are you hungry?
I'm assuming that comes up as
Yeah.
text. Chipotle.
Yeah, exactly. Taco bowl.
He speaks, but it seems to be to the bowl.
I have the worst feeling of what he's actually doing.
And then he looks back up at the window, the mirror.
With, like a single panel of,
Mm-hmm. And now let's see how this works.
Yeah, sorry, I yeah.
Yeah. Get the right number.
Yes. Because, I'm fluent in pictogram. It's just not the right pictogram.
Memogram.
No, it's Japanese. It's pure pictograms.
He is speaking, and as he does, he kind of looks down at the bowl, which, again, starts to
Bubble.
reshape itself.
Okay.
And it takes the form of a rather scary looking scythe. Which he starts scratching a pictogram sentence into the glass.
Okay.
My name's Paul. What's yours?
And by Paul, you mean Orshan Gull.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't have any text to Old Realm, so there's no way I can pick up what this guy's putting down, considering,
Oh, no.
Considering.
Your algorithm...
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Was that? Yeah.
No. See, none of this, was a shock to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it is... See, I'm just going to go ahead and take your concept points away and use them for myself. So I'm out of my depth.
Well, in order to make it so you don't need to translate it, he just says Orshan Gull.
Mm. I think that's his name.
Sounds scary.
Right.
I mean,
right,
this
'cause
whole
that's-
scenario right now is...
Yeah, I was going to say, the guy's name is not the thing in this whole broad milieu that bothers me.
I mean, at this point, he tops what was on the thing on your house.
No, he's far worse, actually. Way worse.
That's why I said this tops that.
What was that? What was that? Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Orshan.
Oh, no. Orushan. No. Guru. Guru. Yes. So anyway,
Frog.
and that's all he says is Orshan Gull. Orshan Gull. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, no. That at that point, we're just closing down the building and leaving the city to him. What happened to Cleveland? It left the realm of fate. It did what now?
We don't.
Cleveland never existed.
We don't talk about Cleveland.
It points to the door.
Pretty much at this point, I'm like, okay, Dr. Clark, it's been real. It's been fun. I've got some trouble tickets I need to fix. Derek's got a delivery he needs to make. So,
I got like 6.
So, have a day.
Should probably not let that guy out.
I don't even think that advisement, no. This is entirely his thing. Not my thing. His thing.
Not our problem.
Yep, this is an SCP field right here. So yeah.
So you're bailing?
There's literally nothing I can do because this guy is going to make all the wrong decisions, and I don't even want to be in the room when,
We got no weapons. I don't even want to be in the room regardless. I don't want to die like a pig.
Like a whole bunch of pigs.
What?
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Derek wasn't in there for that.
Wait, what?
What?
What? So yeah, what's Dr. Clark doing? Does he at least make a token? Don't leave me.
Like, think I need to call security and my boss.
Security ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, let's go ahead and either you solve this now or it doesn't get solved. Would you like us to solve this for you?
How do you solve this?
Oh, I have my ways.
Thermal explosion.
No. We're way beyond that.
F that room.
No, we're way beyond that.
Dust explosion.
Look, the centuried corpse of a metal man just got revived on our watch. I'm pretty sure anything short of being hucked into the sun is going to be ineffective. So at this point, we talk to the man.
Ooh.
All right, Dr. Clark, I'm going to need in writing you to pretty much hand over the responsibilities of this project to me.
Okay.
In writing.
Got paper?
I'll print it out.
He signs it.
Okay. Next thing, I'm going to need you to use all of your meritorious rank and pay grade to pretty much take everything we're doing today off the books, because if this were to blow back on higher management, they wouldn't stop at burying you in an unmarked field.
I'm in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to put that in writing and also make sure that none of this gets out of the very small box we're putting it in?
We're already in the black box chamber.
No, I'm going to... Here. I'll just do a quick... I'll sign down to Orshan Gull that we need to... basically... How will that connect with his head?
Oh.
Let me let me resolve an issue, then we will talk.
He doesn't seem to have the robotic bits anymore.
It's even worse. No, that doesn't matter. I've seen the robotic bits. I will rebuild it from memory in a virtual machine. Go ahead, give me a difficulty.
I'm trying to suss this out in my head. Give me a second. How do I...
And curveball.
No. Because I'm trying to figure out, how do I translate an alchemical exaltation that is reincarnated as an abyssal exaltation as code?
No, you don't need to.
Ones and zeros, man.
I was able to interface ones and zeros into the larger thing and then basically do back down from that to the ones and zeros. Translate its OS back down to machine language, back down to literally something I could understand a little bit of. All I need to do is step it back up so I can see essentially how the codes were written. Like breathing.exe or like this .bin or whatever. If I can get enough of that, I can scrap it down into a functional... That's all I'm trying to do, is I've seen the code. Since I've seen the code in its raw form that I then made sense of through my,
That's going to be a high difficulty.
Oh, I know. I'm aware.
I'm going to have to put that at a 10.
I'm aware.
Oh boy.
Hello, willpower.
Hello, botch.
Nah. I'm pretty sure I regained my willpower in a coma.
Yeah. Don't stop.
This is where it gets real, gents. 3 successes.
You have a
I
very
expected
rudimentary
just one if you
knowledge of Old Realm.
Right. I don't need rudimentary knowledge. I need to basically just recreate it into
What I'm saying
enough
is,
of a file.
you can basically put together a very rough translation program through algorithm,
Yep.
you're not going to be writing Shakespeare.
No, but I can get across no kill, help.
Okay.
Help. Yeah, once I've got that, I'll knock on the glass to get his attention. And then do the rough, code speech of short time fix thing. Fix help. He just looks at me like,
Okay.
does he settle down?
Seems to.
Okay.
He does ask something.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get that. Help this one.
No,
You-
he asked something along the lines of,
No, I'm since I don't know what Old Realm sounds like, I'm just going to tell him to basically write it on the wall. It's like writing Sanskrit or ancient Sumerian is one thing. Speaking it is wildly different.
It takes him a bit, but he scratches a sentence into the wall.
Okay. Just being.
Where is Sky Woman?
Nice. This is a one-stop shop. All right.
One-stop shop.
Look at that. So anyway, yeah, I'll get basically all of the black site stuff, even blacked out from there,
Okay.
and put this whole
Kind of walking on eggshells, aren't we?
a little bit. There are things I don't want evil.com to be getting hold of, because Kimiko doesn't know what an abyssal exalt or an alchemical exalt is, but Kimiko knows evil.com doesn't need centuried warrior of unknown power on their payroll.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We do.
I don't know what we need at this point. All right. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and get Dr. Clark, let him to, write up his grant proposals for his new project, because this one obviously broke.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we do have the video of the thing breaking and submerging, and basically just it dissolved in the acid. Done.
I mean,
Edit the video files and off the records. Done.
That man is now agreed.
So anyway, let's go ahead and get him a nice, friendly, pair of boxers, some Crocs, and a evil.com jumpsuit, speed suit for the, ride home. And we'll go... What? What?
No, I just had a flashback of Archer.
Oh, that's fair enough. So anyway, yeah, we'll open the door. I have clothes.
he seems to scoff at the... It's a scoffering.
This is scoffering.
But he puts on the clothing
Okay.
and puts on the Crocs.
My favorite thing on this is you can be like, he's just so comfortable. He's like the only abyssal exalt with comfortable footwear. And nobody ever wants to take him seriously.
Until they regret it.
No. I mean, I would happily go to my death laughing at, a centuried warrior of innate power wearing, rubber sandals.
The soft name.
No.
Of the Crocs.
Of the Crocs. All right, yeah, so we'll just go ahead and leave. You drive. I'm gonna. So I'm gonna go ahead and.
I love how you're making your way with him with his soul steel scythe.
Yeah, we'll just go down to the parking garage. Nobody pays attention to Derek. Nobody's gonna pay attention to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Halloween project.
Nobody pays attention to you. Also, we're in the freight elevator. It's not like we're running into a lot of people. I'll remotely log in, make sure that all of my trouble tickets been taken care of, set up the bots to take up the next trouble tickets, and yeah. So anyway, yeah, I will, talk to him about Sky Woman and if he would, explicate that a little bit more, and try to get across the rock metal shape U was, long old.
Leaves the building, goes.
No, honestly, that's like the least surprising thing. It's like, architectural styles were changed, and that's pretty pretentious.
Pretty much.
Looks back at the building. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like glass. Lots of glass. Can't say I approve.
No.
Where are the imposing monuments?
Over there.
Yeah. So anyway,
where are the tributes to the god kings of creation?
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and. Okay, can I use out of character knowledge to try to speed this along? Arshangul had what, like 10 int?
Oh, yeah, he was ridiculously intelligent.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. And that's my thing, is I'm going to start getting him familiar on the tablet with, like, Old Realm to English and start,
Shit, you just give him a primer on English and he doesn't even need the Old Realm translation.
Yeah, there we go. Well, I figured I'd give him a little head start. But yeah.
He doesn't need it.
He has a 10 and ours only goes to 5.
No, this is an actual thing in the Exalted game. Arshangul was that smart, and that was the problem.
Yeah, he also just basically sacrificed his artifact bowl that spoke to a Death Lord because the Death Lord isn't around anymore.
No, I understood that as well. Yeah, the Voyeur of Utter Destruction is Beauty has gone offline.
Mm-hmm. So, after a while, he tests his voice.
Yeah, there's going to be, like speech things of, pronunciation, IPA, the full...
You give him the AirPods, and he's like...
Yeah.
You see, you basically see the mental calculus in his head as he is absorbing everything.
Mm-hmm. No. The fifth element is love.
Bullshit it is.
He's like, yeah, I got a completely different message from that movie. War? Yeah.
What is it good for?
Everything.
Bodies. Also,
right.
he is slightly distracted when you guys pass the children's classroom. He's like, ooh, end tables.
No, my favorite thing is that Dr. Clark was actually on the right page. Maybe we should sacrifice children to this thing.
I could make such a couch.
Lord. All right. So anyway,
You also see him glancing at you, and then sometimes at you, but not at your person, but at your person.
he likes your bones.
No. After a while, you realize Somehow he can sense where your knives are.
Huh. I mean, the dude came out of a soup.
No, it's because it's
Somebody
Soul Steel.
stumbled upon Soul Steel.
yeah, it's because we have soul steel knives, and this guy is that much of a problem. We should probably honestly just boot this ass clown into the dreaming lands and let them deal with him, because unless he can fix our problems, he's going to become a problem. Problem is, he'd probably figure out a way back, but that's another
Or
problem.
take it over. This place reminds me of something.
Yeah, no. All we have to do is find a nice friendly werewolf or a nice friendly Nuisha to take him off to the legendary realm and be like, yep.
It seems there's
So
a new
one-stop
Dark
shop.
Lord of the legendary realm.
One-stop shop.
There was this clan of werewolves that had ruled this section until
They didn't.
Shengal!
No, that's another guy.
I know. I know.
Orshangol.
Orshangol would be more like.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So the Sky Woman, would it happen to be Maher?
No.
Okay, because we have a problem with Maher.
He pauses for a moment. I came here searching
Mm-hmm.
for the lost maiden.
Wait.
Oh no, this is above your pay grade. Here's the thing.
Where is my circle?
Here's all the files on where they found you. Eat it all up. As far as I can tell, you've probably been imprisoned in rock for 10, 20, 30,000 years. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say most of these problems are a bigger thing than just looking up the phone book. Checks wiki phone book.
Where are your gods?
I'll install Bioshock on his tablet so he can play through that.
Hate so much that I know why you did that.
Then he just leans close. Would you kindly find me a god?
He shrugs. Okay.
Whack!
What is Maher?
There's the information we have on Maher. Currently, Maher is locked in a Wookiee Orgasmatron while the comet's getting closer to Earth and probably destroy things. What is a Wookiee?
How did a Neverborn show up here?
I have other questions, but yeah, that'd be a good one to answer. Okay.
Here's a simple answer. 'Cause anarchy!
So you have the crystallized form of a undead primordial speeding above creation.
I understand some of those words, but not really in the order you gave them. Here's the last thing on my thing. Dial up here Dr. Geist, and why don't you have a confab with him about these things, because my level of grok is low.
We call him up. He goes, oh, hey! Been a long time!
Yeah, that's actually what I was afraid of, is, this guy.
No, are you calling him, or is giving him a cell phone and
Oh, Lord, that'd be a great thing. Or she can go with a cell phone. Kimiko's like,
How are you speaking in this box?
no. Here's the thing. Kimiko gives him a cell phone. She's like, what did it? Derek, give me some paper.
Sure.
No, the best part is he's like, pops open the cell phone, rips a chunk of flesh from his arm. Works better now.
It's unhackable.
Kimiko reaches over, takes his earlobe off, sticks it in her laptop. What are you doing? Whoa.
It's so fast now.
Kimiko reaches over, takes another chunk of his ear, sticks it in the dashboard. I can play Doom.
Eternal.
Yeah, that's weird.
Had like
No,
8K.
I'll call up Herr Dr. Geist.
Yeah.
We made a friend.
Good, Derek. Very good.
Probably not.
And he's like, why are you talking to the roof of this conveyance? So, I learned some stuff. Then I learned some more stuff. And,
Then you regretted learning some stuff.
We just left coal.
Are you familiar with toothpaste?
Yes. And how you can't get it back in the tube once you've squished it out.
Now imagine instead of using a normal tube, you used a shotgun that went orbital.
Why would you do that?
Don't even ask.
On purpose.
No. Here's the thing. That's not the question that should be answered.
How do you get it back in the shotgun?
What do we do now that even the idea of the tube has been
Removed.
absolved? We are absolved of tube. Because I now know what Maher is and what sort of threat.
Where are you calling from?
If my programs are right, I'm calling from a small city in Malaysia. I'm actually not in a small city in Malaysia, but let's just, not worry about specifics. So anyway, I know what Maher is.
And that is?
The crystalline matrix of a dead god.
That explains the worship bit.
No, yeah. Also, it's not supposed to exist, and by not supposed to exist, all the other ones like it were dead in, let's say, mythological times, and not like mythological times. I mean, the ages of myth and legend. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna say maybe our problems are bigger. Also, I may have awakened a centuried force of destruction and chaos.
Why would you do that?
Uh,
Is that the shotgun?
if I say yes, do I still keep my scholarships?
I mean, if you manage to do that, you might actually just...
Insta graduation.
He's never gonna let us graduate.
I might sign off on a doctorate at this point.
Sweet.
We're gonna charter a plane. We'll be there in about 2 hours, maybe 2.5.
Okay.
This can't go wrong.
This is a terrible idea, but...
Just kidding.
Okay.
Also, it might be best if we met you not at your house, or maybe not at your office.
So not at school.
Nowhere near school. In fact, let's meet in Duluth.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Duluth? Duluth.
Okay. So you're getting to the airport as fast as possible. In the Maybach. Yeah?
Sure. I don't actually care what he stole to use.
What are you stealing?
I have a key as to whatever the hell I want.
I don't actually care what you stole.
But I also have Miss Turn Off All LoJack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I stole the fanciest car. We didn't get pulled over.
Okay.
No, it's that weird ass over-engineered electric Mercedes that they made so silent that it drove people mad just sitting in it. Didn't you hear about that? They actually had to add noise because they'd over-engineered the passenger compartment to be completely soundproof, and people started losing their heads.
I would
Like
have been
MLK
all
chamber?
right.
Yeah, no, they actually had to add a susurrus of noise because...
It was too quiet.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what you're driving.
Well, no. So,
The super quiet car?
Yeah.
Sweet.
yeah, Ocean Gull seems to be quite
Pleased with it?
calmed with the absolute no sound. It's like, you all start to say something.
I know what he needs.
The silence of the grave? What?
No. Noise canceling headphones for when we get on the plane. Or the
He's
whole
not
time.
bothered by noise. He just finds the
Silent.
silence of oblivion to be pleasant.
Exactly. Let's give him that the whole time. Make him happy.
I'm going to start forwarding all of your text messages that you sent to me to him.
Suddenly he's enraged.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that point, I die.
Yeah, well.
You just see this spike. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'll, have him get us to the, runway, get on the chartered Lear to Duluth. We've put flight plans in for Denver.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Gall seems to be quite interested in the flying machination. It's not quite like the things he's seen.
He looks at it. Chemical reactions?
Internal combustion. For what reason?
Yeah, why would you trust this? Just channel
And why
some
would
assets
you?
into
Why,
it.
why wouldn't you use? Even then, fire dust would be so much more efficient.
What's fire dust?
So yeah,
Derek is curious enough to ask that.
I'm good.
It's harvested in the southern deserts.
Just let it be. When he talks,
Writes it down.
basically just assume that he's talking about using the Silmarils to power the Armageddon engine. None of it's going to make sense, and none of it's going to have any actual pertinence to modern life. So anyway, yeah, I'll get him to essentially I'll get him to talk at length about what the actual form of Maher is, why Maher is that way, what we can do to deal with Maher, and then we're going to not like him the answers he gives us.
Okay.
Well, clearly, you need to reintegrate Maher into one being and then awaken the power. And then once the power of the primordial's been awakened, we can institute a new world order. Oh, boy.
He gets to that, but for the time being, as you take off, he's kind of perplexed looking at the horizon.
Yep.
Why is it round?
Why is what round?
The horizon. It should be flat.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give him a,
That's an audible from Derek.
No. He's going to get Brief History of Time. He's going to get Carl Sagan's Cosmos. And he's going to get, like that Bill Burr book that... no, not Bill Burr. Bill Bryson. That Bill Bryson book about, like basic historical things. Just going to send those over to his tablet.
Yeah, he finishes in about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Or no. I'll say
I could see him, stopping to consider and, ask pointed questions.
So your planet, your creation is a sphere floating in nothing.
Yep.
Or semi-nothing. Because it's not elsewhere. It's just...
It's not here, it's not there.
Well, that's...
No, you don't understand.
I don't. That's our current understanding of things. Here's some advanced physics books. Astrophysics, string theory.
Oh, the things I can do with these.
You just gave him the keys to everything up.
Dude, he has a tablet. He just doesn't know how to, access Wikipedia or JSTOR. Yeah, I will be recording all the shit he's saying about, this and just, formatting it as we go along.
We had no idea what would happen when we came through the arch. The gateway was unknown territory. All we knew is it removed you from creation. We didn't know it led to something like this. This is such untested grounds.
Fertile for the seed of conquest. What now? Oh, nothing.
No.
Frog method.
Conquest. No. I must know everything.
Yup. That's how a mad scientist is supposed to be.
Oh, no. See, here's the thing. Would you like to watch me just spike the ball on ending this campaign?
No. But you're gonna.
Okay. Can I have that for a second? Go ahead, access, Google Play Store. And do a quick search. Okay. Here's the full searchable Enchiridion of X app. Go.
Just lays his hand on
It just licks it. I understand everything. Also, what is it? What's all this spider motif? What's that about? That's weird.
I mean, I once knew a woman who really liked her spiders, but I mean, she really liked her spiders.
Really liked her spiders. Yeah. Anyway, so that'll keep him occupied.
She once nailed the guy to a cathedral door.
Yeah. So go back and talk to Derek. So when I talk about solving problems with bigger problems,
You just need a bigger hammer.
just need a bigger hammer.
I think we got the bigger hammer.
Oh, we got worse than that. There's a reason I didn't want to, necessarily drop him in the middle of our current mess. But I figure if maybe he can be a, lever against the big... Oh. That reminds me. We will do a memo to that later. Yeah, as soon as we get him hooked up with Herr Dr. Geist, I think this is a engine that's going to run itself. This will probably take Mahur off the board. I can't guarantee it won't take us off the board. But...
I mean, we saved the world. New Conqueror. I mean, the old regime kind of sucks.
There's one important thing to Remember, Orson Gall was never a conqueror.
No, he was worse than that.
He was just curious.
And sadistic.
Well, parts is parts.
And,
Oh, hey.
certain other main characters were, just there for him to torment.
Parts is parts.
Speaking of parts, we should probably at some point pick up that arm.
I think Ruben's
It's in the
mode of
safe at
thinking
your
is.
place.
I think Ruben's mode of thinking is. Why bother at this point?
Robot art, man.
Dude, we're on the A train at this point. We ain't stopped. We're on the express to, imminent destruction. If we can reach out the window and grab it, we will. But I don't think that's going to be.
Because we got the perfect guy to probably do that.
Oh no! Don't ask him for favors.
I'm not asking for a favor.
No, this is basically like walking up and going, "Hey Vader, teach me how to use the Force."
Ha!
He'll juice you like a tomato.
Actually, knowing him, he could probably
Like a tomato.
juice you like a pumpkin.
It's worse, trust me. So yeah, I'll get a rental at
Duluth.
At Duluth, and arrange to meet the doctor at this place I rented out somewhere.
Okay.
Like a a suite at one of the big hotels in Duluth. I have no idea what the big hotels in Duluth are like.
I really don't care.
So yeah, we will.
He comes in, notices the man in the big man with the weird jumpsuit and
Crocs.
So really, you dress him in this?
That's all we had.
I'm not even going to speculate what he wants to dress in, and I'm also going to say that I don't want to be seen in public with someone that dresses like I think he's going to dress. So, anyway. Geist. Gull.
Go.
Go.
They introduce each other.
I'll also spin off the report so that Geist can quick skim it.
Yeah. They Geist invites or motions Gull into another room to speak frankly, because I'm not going to role play talking to myself.
Okay, but can we at least listen in and get the gist?
Okay. Yeah.
I just love. No. My favorite thing about this is there's the tacit. All right, you've done this. Now adults are going to talk.
Okay, fine.
I thought it was funny.
Geist goes to the wet bar, mixes pours a couple of drinks, hands one to Gull. They start talking. The gist of what conversation is mostly Geist trying to figure out who the hell Gull is. Each time Gull references something, Geist seems to be very intrigued, but have no real idea what he's
Oh no!
referring
See,
to.
I actually have a solution to this because every time he starts, doing this, I'm just going to be, making a idea board on, the massive big screen TV that I plugged something into, and just start, essentially assembling a, image board of the things he's talking about. And, when they get to a lull, I'll be like, define this. Blarg. Define this. Okay, go back to talking.
No.
And that way, start just assembling all the, memory dump of this,
Okay, you basically get the rundown of what creation is.
Yeah. Which I was...
Go drink some water.
Kimiko had gotten a pretty good gist that it was not history as we know it. It's history as imagined.
Go.
You also get the... Well, Geist starts to suppose that it might not actually even be our history.
Well, when he talks about going through the arch, it's pretty much like the Siege Perilous, yada yada yada, reborn into a new world, yada yada yada, blah 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 this, blah 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 that, the missing, so on and such wise. And we can build in enough of an idea of all of the stuff he's talking about has no bearing on the stuff that we know. And the stuff that we know and the stuff that Geist knows can all be assembled into, this is this world as it's shaped, this is his original world as it's shaped. The two may or may not have any inner cross, and once it's been established that, the new reality may or may not be built on the bones of, a primordial that we have no way to prove or disprove, then he either went through the arch correctly or the arch hucked him somewhere completely different.
Yeah, there's a lot of supposition.
Yeah, and
there's no way of proving it. But from the base understanding... Derek seems to, at first, have thought, wow, this guy's a flat earther, to the, where this guy came from, creation was flat. And there were borders to reality.
Which, to be fair, we have gone in the Umbra. That's hardly the worst and weirdest thing to come up with this week.
Yeah, fair.
There's a lot of talk of things you have no idea about, like fair folk and the realms of the dead.
Again, we can stitch this right back into we've been in the Umbra.
And then he talks about the abyss.
Oh boy.
Stitch that into we've been in the Umbra.
And how the abyss isn't just at the center of the land of the dead. It's underneath it and is considered the inevitable fate of all things. And within that abyss of oblivion, there are supposed to be the remaining undead primordials called the Unborn.
Neverborn.
Neverborn. Sorry. I had actually said Neverborn before, but anyway.
I know.
And that he suspects this Maher
somehow broke free. Or maybe the abyss may indeed be connected to space, and space may not be how we conceive it.
Ooh.
There are many things that could be. The fact is, it's here.
We know where hell is. It's on Mars.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh.
Hell is the twisted king of the primordials. A prison made of his own flesh.
So anyway, none of this actually answers the Sky Woman.
The Sky Woman is the Lost Maiden. We came in search for her.
And the Lost Maiden is may or may not be anywhere that we know of, but we've got Maher.
I also do not know where my compatriots are.
Probably in the same situation you were.
But not in the same place.
That's an interesting idea. So
they weren't able to fully scout that whole island where he was found.
it's unlikely. The problem is, at this point, we don't even know if his compatriots ended up on Earth. They could honestly be scattered amongst other planets.
Could also explain the man in the moon saying,
You're assuming linear travel.
"Nope,
I'm making no
assuming
assumption.
everything is chaotic."
Can't argue that.
He had how many companions? Like 3 more? 4 counting the boat?
Ooh.
No, we don't count the boat. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Well, the problem is you turned one of your companions into a boat and left her, in the abyss. Basically, when you went through the door, I think there were only 3 at that point. So I can't think of anybody else that was involved by that point.
So it was just been Ocean Gull and 2 others?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's best I can come up with. I would have to go back and
Check notes. Yeah.
check incomplete notes that are scattered,
Yeah. The archives are not well documented.
holistic.
Yeah.
So, real quick,
Yeah,
is this a combination of a different game setting and this one?
this is all exalted backstory,
I thought so.
and that's the thing. Is
I just wanted to clarify for myself.
Everything is exalted backstory, and it's the weirdest of weird canonicities that,
I am doing my weird shit again.
That's fine. Weird shit's fun.
He's throwing crap at a wall to see what sticks. No, I'm pretty sure at that point, I'm trying to think of who else was actually present in that, and I can only come up with, the 3 of you.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting that confused with the Lunars game,
Yeah.
because of the similar things that went on in that, and I'm pretty sure by the time you went through the arch, that was it. It was just 3 people stepping through. Because I literally cannot lay hands on anybody else, because he was the Soul Steel cast.
Yeah.
Matt was the Star Metal cast. You were the Moonsilver cast. Because at that point, we'd lost 3 players.
Yeah.
So it was down from 6 to 3.
Yeah, there were 2 Jades and 1 Auric Helcom.
Yeah.
So it would have been 3. All right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It must be. Yeah.
Anyway, so 2 other companions that were lost. I don't know where to find them.
We can do some searches, but 0 guarantees.
It's less restrictive if they're not around.
I don't like
The way he said that
that.
doesn't sound
I
good.
don't like that.
But if he helps us with our situation, I
Well,
don't like him less.
What? I don't like one of them being out of their cage.
I'm gonna have to agree with you.
So, I'm willing to help given some stipulations. Dice is taking notes.
Lay 'em on me.
I want Maher's physical form.
I assume you have a purpose and a destination for it.
Oh, yes. The things I might be able to do would be fascinating.
Yay.
No, there's a problem here. I just realized what the biggest problem we have is. And this is way out of character. This is wildly out of character. But, yeah, okay, so he wants the form of a dead primordial for his own,
Mutants?
experimentations. No, okay,
Yeah.
out of character. Essentially, the way Exalted is, the backstory of Exalted talks about how all of creation, in the time before the game, because the game is set after the solar exalts are dead, and then they're coming back. In the time before, the solar exalts ruled creation. In the time before that, there were no exalts, because the exalts were essentially built as the servants of the things that just came into being. They essentially formed out of primal chaos and then started ordering the universe. The things outside of the order are the fair folk. They're really weird. They're actually more like stories that take form and you can talk to.
Huh.
The things that formed out of chaos were the primordials. This, in a cosmological sense, in religion, there's the idea of the uncreated being. So, in Christianity, this would be Jehovah. Nobody created God. God then created everything else. The primordials in Exalted take that form. They were not created, they just were. So, one of the first things they did was they realized, for one thing, they needed a place to stand. So one of the primordials essentially became the earth, as the earth is defined in Exalted. This was Gaia. You then went through and you had the other primordials that then shaped things. The Neverborn were the ones that were killed, and they essentially sank into a different realm. And the realms were not specifically separate. There was more like, they're not here, they're over there. So actual heaven, Yushan in Exalted, is just a different place. The underworld is just a different place. The Neverborn live in the underworld and try to manipulate things. Anyway, one of the primordials got sick of it all and just wandered off, and this was Autochthon. And Autochthon is basically the machine god, and all of this is translated from our Old World of Darkness, where they took a bunch of stuff that had been already created in Old World of Darkness and made the Mythic Age. So Autochthon, instead of being the machine realm in the Umbra, Autochthon was both
Realm and God.
Yeah, basically think of the Death Star, only the Death Star is even bigger, but it's also intelligent. Okay.
So it's...
Well, no, I'm getting there.
In a sense, it's a giant Death Star, Unicron from Transformers, in a way.
But more so.
or
bigger. Now, here's the thing: this is if Unicron had created every being that lived within him, and also provided the template to create humans, and it's that big. And that's the thing. You got to think mythic. So anyway, Autochthon left and was no longer part of this. The game we're referencing is the game where they realized that the primordials that existed were missing one. And they realized that creation wasn't the only creation. And they realized also that one of the big problems of their setting, because essentially the Neverborn were one of the problems. Then there were the Death Lords, which were like the big, significant, huge solar exalts of the First Age. But when they died, they'd essentially been ascended to power. One of them was A, Orshangul's mentor, and B, in his first age incarnation, he'd screwed around so much that he'd figured out where the lost primordial was. Because remember, all of creation is basically built on the bones of Gaia, who is a primordial. So Gaia was one of these uncreated, but also was literally the land they stood on. They realized that this one first age solar had figured out where the missing primordial was, and wandered off to create a new creation. And so when they researched this, they found that there was a single gateway that led to wherever the hell this original guy had gone off to, or had created a version of himself to, because he'd created a new creation over somewhere else that nobody else knew about. And this is what this guy and his friends were looking for.
Now that all that out of character stuff is...
Well, no, here's the thing. Is Naran Shan here?
That'd be a question, wouldn't it?
That's the bad question. That's the worst question.
See, I remember the name Orshangul because you've talked about it before. I know that name. Naran Shan.
Naran Shan.
Which was the reference I made earlier.
Naran Shan. No, the problem is if Naran Shan survived into this creation, there's bigger problems walking around. Because Orshangul...
Well, which one?
No, there's only one Naran Shan that would have walked through. It would have been a duplicate of the original. Because remember, you guys basically figured out that you couldn't go through the arch. You were just translated through the arch. And Naran Shan would have just translated himself through the arch and then gone back to what he was doing. So, no, it's kind of a problem. But, yeah, so that's the rundown of why this is all this. And,
whole can of beans.
well, that's the problem, is we don't even know if he landed in the right creation.
Also,
Yeah.
Orshangul just wants the corporeal.
Yeah, because here's the thing, is if he gets hold of the corporeal form of a crystallized, primordial, he can go off and do the same damn thing.
Yep.
Because he studied the notes of Naran Shan. And by the notes, I mean the heresies of Naran Shan. So, no.
I pretty much got that he wanted the body to go create his own thing.
Oh, yeah, he's going to go off.
Which was like, ooh.
Well, no, it's going to be just like Earth, but with blackjack and hookers.
Sign Derek up.
All right.
This world sucks.
Derek,
I'm going with the new one.
Derek, out.
All right, Derek. You get to be the 5 of spades.
That's racist.
Oh,
Okay.
you said you wanted blackjack.
Huh?
Well, in his realm, you are the cards.
Of course.
I'm going to take your yawn as a cue that this is a stopping point.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can stop here
Yeah.
at the
The
atrocities.
lore dumps.
Yep.